car.
Yeah, I can't just draw a car.
Yeah.
I have to sit down with a bunch of references.
But I really want to draw a car, just like from memory.
I've always been impressed with people who can draw cars. Like, just sit down and draw a car.
Just be like, bloop.
Presses the hell out
It's
of me.
wild.
Makes me want to do Mad Max stuff.
I can't draw anything.
All right, chat. We're going. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. I'm going to start it. I'm in the wrong place. Monday show. There we go. All right, here it is in 3, 2, 1. It's a Monday, and we're here to do Monday things.
What were you talking about?
We have a whole list of Monday things.
So many Monday things.
For me, Scott Johnson, and Carter Johnson to talk about.
Yep.
That's our names.
Scott Johnson and Carter Johnson, us both.
Yep. We have to do that because if you don't tell people your names, they won't know who you are.
Yeah. How would they know?
I don't know. I feel like if they tune into the show, they have a reasonable expectation that we're going to be here.
But never give anyone your name.
Why?
Because if you give them your name, then they own it.
What? Oh, you mean
There's like a thing.
give them? You don't mean like say my name is Larry and now
No.
someone
If someone says,
Larry.
"Hey, can I have your name?"
Yeah.
If you give them your name, they just gave it up.
Well, wait.
It's not your name anymore.
So, okay, this happened to my phone number. I had an amazing phone number that was, I'm not going to say it, but it was an amazing series of numbers. And I loved it. And I couldn't believe I had it.
Yeah.
And my friend Andrew begged me to
have it?
To give it to him.
Ew.
And I said, well, I don't know. I really like this number. And he's like, yeah, but I need it for this. And then he wanted to use it for his new business. And
because it's like an easy business number?
Because it's such an easy number to remember and use and put on a car or whatever.
Yeah.
And it finally caved, and I said, well, I got to get something for it.
Yeah.
He goes, I'll give you $50. And I said, all right. So $50.
$50 for the perfect phone number.
For the perfect number. I regret it. I shouldn't have done it.
Oh.
And I really like Drew. Drew and I are old pals, and I'm glad he has it because
that is a bummer.
It's better than just losing it or having somebody else get it. But
I have a fantastic number.
No, you don't.
I won't say it, but it's fantastic.
Hold on, remind me. But don't say it.
I can't remind you.
Don't dox yourself.
But it's like so easy to remember and so like awesome.
Let me see if yours is as easy as you think it is. Hold on a second. I have it written down. I just don't
dox me.
I'm not gonna do any of that.
To be fair, I don't know your number either. I know mom's and mine.
Yeah, why would you know?
Absolutely it.
We don't need to know each other's numbers. It's all stored.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would I need to know?
Here's your number. I'm not going to read it. Oh, that is good.
Yeah, right?
See, and that's pretty close to what mine was.
Pretty close, yeah.
Yeah, had a...
Like just solid numbers in an order that
really
works.
Great.
Yeah.
Why did we let you have that?
It was random. When we got our new phones, like years and years ago, they were like, okay, here's your phones.
It wasn't random, was it?
Yeah, they were like, here's your new number.
They didn't just say, hey... how's it going?
It was whatever number was in line next.
Is that how that works?
I think so, because I didn't ask for it.
I don't like it. No, sir, I don't.
No,
well,
sir?
anyway, we're back here. We're back here with the Monday show. It's Monday. It's Memorial Day, and I've done no other show work today.
You've only been remembering.
I've been doing other work, but not show work. I've only been remembering. Okay.
Only remembering,
remembering
and the Monday show.
The people who have passed away, and I'm remembering to eat poor food decisions.
What did you eat today?
You don't want to know.
Oh.
You do you?
I don't know.
Mom's been gone for, 24 hours? Not even that?
Yeah.
About that. I had a hot dog.
You had a hot dog yesterday.
I know.
Okay.
Loaded it with pickles. What do you call the yellow stuff? Mustard.
The yellow stuff.
They say the first thing to go when you eat bad is your memory. And then what was the other thing I put on there?
Chili
some
oil?
more of that chili oil.
Yeah,
I like that.
so good. I could eat that with a spoon.
The crunchy silly oil?
Silly oil.
Don't eat it with a spoon. That sounds like it would kill you.
It sounds awesome.
Oh my gosh, don't do that. You'll get the weirdest poops. For real.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Anyway, so then I got a little peckish later. This is embarrassing. Should I even say this?
I don't know.
Because now that I think about it,
it's embarrassing.
Gosh,
what did you eat?
All right. Do you remember the picnic we took to the zoo?
Yes.
We had lunch meat.
Yeah.
Okay, well, lunch meat's getting a little old.
Yes.
And I thought...
Probably should have chucked it by now.
I'm like, let's look at this bag of ham, see if it's okay. And it is. But I can tell we're days from...
Problems?
Yeah. It's going to get slimy in there.
Oh.
It didn't yet, but I can
So
tell.
gross.
I know we're on the verge.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I should eat this now. So now you'd say to yourself, well, Scott probably made a lovely little, wheat toast
Did you
sandwich
just eat it
with
like
all
a
the
goblin
things.
out of the fridge?
I took it out in big sheets.
Yeah.
I wrapped sweet dill pickles.
Oh, the bread and butters?
Bread and butters in it. Wrapped them like little pickle burritos. They're just the slices,
Just
right?
cold.
And then just
That's so gross.
And I ate all of the ham
That's disgusting.
that way. Yeah.
You're
And then
gonna
I
have
had
the ham farts. That's why you stink.
shut up. So then I ate, and then I washed it down with a Dr. Pepper cream of corn something, some flavor. It's not
Dr.
cream
Pepper
corn.
cream corn. Delicious.
Something like that. And I don't know.
Taste of home.
None of this was good.
No.
What was I? Oh, and I had some of her leftover zuppa Toscana that she put in the fridge. And that's fine.
Oh, that's pretty healthy.
But
That's okay.
but what's
that's
this
still
combo of
awful
items?
bad.
This is a terrible combo.
Sir.
And the dogs wanted all of it. Of
course.
So anyway, I'm
You're doing great.
lucky to be alive, doing great.
Lucky to be alive.
Mom's gone. She'll be gone till what, the 7th?
I don't know. She's gone a while.
June, early June, and a couple weeks. And yeah, we'll see how that goes.
Yup.
She's doing good stuff though. She's helping her sister move. She's traveling across the country in some sort of automotive
Vehicle.
Yeah, some kind of Ford SUV unit.
Why do you know that?
Because her sister bought a new car after the settlement. So the house, the car, and I guess the cost of flying these. She's paying for all this stuff.
She's paying for like first class flights.
Yeah, her
It's
sister's
schmancy.
paying for everything. She should. She deserves. I mean, I'm not saying she should pay for it. I'm saying she deserves to spend whatever she wants.
Yes.
She got this settlement from the
She has been through it.
Oregonian court system.
Oregonian.
Isn't that what you say?
Oregano.
It's not Oregonian.
Oregonian.
Egnorian.
Egg boys.
Wait, hold on, chat.
Gregorian.
Is it right when I say from Oregon? It's Oregonians.
Oregon.
Oregonians.
Girls.
Yeah, I'm really kind of screwed. I realized today, like you guys were both gone, you and Alicia were not home. And I've been working here and there, checking on the dogs, doing stuff. And there were a couple of times where I was just like, what am I? I'm going to die if my wife's not here. Like if there's ever a time where she just is gone.
Yeah. You're screwed.
Whatever the reason is, I'm so screwed.
Yeah. Better not screw that up.
And it's not because I don't know what I'm doing. I do. It's that it's not even depression. I just get really, I get kind of crappy when she's not around.
Yeah. That's really sweet, actually.
I know, but it's not good.
It's not good, but it's sweet.
That isn't healthy. Like, it's a sign that if something was really to happen, I wouldn't be ready, man.
No. I think us kids would all have to pitch in to keep you alive.
I guess so. Someone check on Dad. Whose turn is it?
Probably my turn because I live here.
He shat all over the kitchen.
He pooped everywhere again.
Who's Nick? You want to go over there and mop that up?
And you're lucid this whole time.
I'm just sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
Looking at TikTok going, oh, hey, guys.
Oh, hey, guys.
So anyway.
Thanks for coming over.
And I kind of took a bath.
A bath?
Sorry. I took a nap.
Very different.
30 minutes or something with the dog. And woke up all groggy and cranky from that.
Blech.
And that made me want to eat things that are bad for me. But I
Yeah.
didn't. I held back. So really today, I haven't eaten anything bad for me. The hot dog's iffy.
I would argue.
The ham's not bad for you. I mean, you're a vegetarian, so it's not fair for you
Sounds
to judge
disgusting.
that. I know. But
You haven't had anything like really green. Pickles don't count.
pickles count.
They don't count.
It's the only...
You're not getting your vitamins from that.
But I'm going to say this, and I mean it when I say it. Pickles are the only acceptable form of cucumber consumption. I do not like regular cucumbers.
You don't like kimchi cucumbers?
Okay, I like that.
Okay.
But that's different. That's pickling them,
It's
basically.
not pickling them.
Well, sort of.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did we figure? Is kimchi-ing something pickling?
Well, it can be either pickling or fermenting.
It's
but
fermenting.
Yeah, but it's kind of the same deal.
No. Different processes. Sissies.
Processes?
For sissies.
Well, anyway, pickles and ham both have a lot of vitamins, says Dr. Jerry Tolbert, a medical doctor practicing medicine today.
I feel like Jerry Tolbert is lying to you.
To make me feel
He's
better?
working for Big Ham.
He would never do that. He has always told me when I'm being dumb. He has no problem telling me. He doesn't work for Big Ham.
Big Ham, Big Pickle.
Big Ham, Big Pickle. Can that be today's
Corporations.
title? Maybe we'll see. We'll
That's a
choose
good
what
one.
you guys send us.
Someone send that one.
He just tries to speak the truth, and I respect that about him. You know who I like to surround myself with?
Truth
Speakers. Seekers, speakers, truth doers, truth livers.
Truth liver.
Truth liver.
Disgusting.
But for real, like that's what I'm tired of the world's I can't trust Jack.
Can't trust nobody.
Yeah, sick of it.
Yeah.
I gave up Twitter.
Good.
For real.
Yeah.
It's deleted.
I still kind of don't believe you.
Here, look. Let me show you. I deleted it from my phone.
I know,
and I deleted my shortcut up here.
I'm curious how long it'll take.
I don't think I have any need to go back. I really
I haven't
don't.
opened Twitter since I deleted it because I needed room on my phone.
Here's the truth. There are other social media things. There's other ass in social media.
There's other ass out there.
where I get way more interactions with people, especially people I want to talk to. So why am I over there? What am I doing?
Why are you there to just deal with bots and trolls?
I think I'm on a weird. I have this theory, and other people think it's true too. Some other the way it used to be, blue checks the way they used to be.
Yeah.
Where we just would get them, and we're like not sure
then
why,
all the
but it would
actual
verify who
banned,
we were and all that.
Shadow banned.
I think we may have gotten a little bit of a shadow ban.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Because my stuff's so different since that day. Mm-hmm. So different on there. It has been
I
since
also
the beginning.
Think everything's
and I have
really
been
jacked on there.
I have been trying so hard to like not be biased about it.
Because I will say,
what?
I'd never had a blue check. And I felt that way when it changed. Where all of a sudden it just felt like, where is everyone?
Yeah,
I felt like I was like abandoned in a little wasteland. Like, where am I?
It also felt icky.
Surrounded by weirdos.
Yeah, it's just weird, man.
Very icky.
So I did it. It's gone.
Well, I am proud of you.
Temporarily until I fail. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
I'm
if
not
you
going
fail,
to fail.
I will not be proud of you.
I don't have any reason to go there. There would have to be something very significant to make me do it because up till now, I have just been fighting the truth, which is I'm just sad there. Yeah, it's sad.
It's a huge bummer.
But part of me was like, well, you have a big number here, and you've earned that over a long period of time. So that's hard to look at it and go,
Wienerface ruined it.
I know he did, but even if Wienerface hadn't ruined it, so many of those accounts are people who aren't there anymore. It's just all in our heads that it even matters.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's true of everything.
So when I finally did it, I went, well, this is fine.
Yeah.
So I think I'm fine. And this weird idea, this strange feeling you get that, well, if I don't say something there, then do I even exist?
Yeah. What, can I say it anywhere? What's going on?
Yeah, why is that in my head?
I don't know, because we've become a kind of reliant on it over the years, and
it's because
pulling back is probably good.
Look, I've been at this since 2007, since that site launched.
Yeah,
and was there every thing of the way, and there was a part of my time there that was really beneficial for me.
Yeah,
great way to connect with people, listeners especially.
Oh yeah,
like,
there was a point where Twitter
really
was great.
Out. Yeah, and it really was a positive thing.
It was kind of right before it all went downhill.
But it's all bad now,
yeah,
and I don't like it. And I'm not even saying others are better. I'm saying they are better at facilitating what I go to these things for in the first place, which is people are finding me that I want to talk to, and that's it.
Yep.
That's all I care about. Like I've only got, 4,000, 5,000 people on Threads, but I have way more meaningful conversations on Threads.
Yeah.
And people are, I'll never use anything Mark Zuckerberg does. Have you seen Elon Musk? Freaking just pick your freaking poison. They're all poisonous.
They're all awful people.
Pick the least poisonous.
Yeah. That's the thing is Twitter, I used to find really cool artists on Twitter and really cool art and interact with people, and it was a great way to like talk to people. And now, like before I deleted it, it was literally like I'd get on there and I'd be looking for art and I would just find a bunch of people spewing a bunch of anti-trans bullshit and being assholes.
Tell us how you really feel.
Sorry, I'm a little passionate about this one.
Jeez.
And it just pissed me off to the point where I was like, this isn't worth it. I'll find artists other places.
Yeah. Yeah, they are in other places, it turns out. I mean, art Twitter, video game Twitter was a big thing for me. Mm-hmm. Now it's just weird engagement farming Twitter. Gaming Twitter right now used to be like interesting conversations and backs and forths.
Articles and
there's still, I know there's some. I don't want to blanket everything.
But it definitely was a lot better.
But you know what it is now? It's like, hey, gamers, what are you playing this weekend?
Yeah.
It's like, don't say hey, gamers to me.
It feels gross and fake and AI generated, and I hate it.
I just don't like it, dude. Jerry's right. It's a great thing for its time, but its time has passed. Man, the doctor's got some freaking solid advice today.
Wisdom today.
While you're here, does this look infected to you?
I actually have a cut on my finger from this morning.
Oh, yeah. How'd you do that? What'd you do?
I reached into I have like a drawer of all my stuff in the bathroom, and I reached in, and I had a razor in there that I didn't realize was in there, and it just sliced right across my knuckle.
Oh, I thought it was like a tomato or something you cut.
Nope.
Making food.
Nope.
Don't be doing that.
Bathroom razor.
Don't have a razor just sitting in a drawer.
I really shouldn't. I don't know why it was there.
That's a torture device. Well, anyway, we had a pretty good weekend, though. We started it, I think, pretty well by watching Furiosa.
Furiosa.
We saw Furiosa on Friday, and we loved it. Man, did I love it. I can't stop thinking about it.
It's so. I keep having dreams.
Same. And I've been trying really hard not to, this is a goal I've had since I knew this sequel was coming.
Don't want to geek out about it too hard.
Yeah, because people just get tired of me being. Fury Road, I really laid it on thick, and I still stand by it all. I freaking loved it so much. And
you're allowed to love something.
I know, and I'm allowed to love the new one. I'm just going to be less obnoxious about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be a little less get in everybody's face and destroy your day kind of
destroy
vibe.
Your. What are you doing to these people?
Day, but like constantly bring it up, or it's always this allegory is like this time Morton Joe farted in the wind or whatever.
Hey, you're fine.
It's too much.
Who cares? The internet's already full of everything. Why not be part of it?
But in my community, I just don't want to. I don't want to overdo it.
I love that you have this obsession.
I love that movie, though.
I think it's great.
That movie is so good. And you know why I loved it?
Good.
I said this on my diary show. It's a very different movie than Fury Road.
Oh, yeah.
But here's the thing. You see it through and you realize what a perfect companion it is as a prequel. Because unlike most prequels where it's just like, well, what was their life before the things we already know? This felt like a direct, headlong, 15-year representing of time, headlong race toward what is Fury Road, which now feels like
the sixth part.
The sixth part of
saga.
Of the saga. Saga?
Saga.
Saga. Saga?
Saga.
Bob Saget.
Bob Saget.
And now it feels like it's this amazing crescendo. The entire film is a chase scene unlike any other. And it fits so it's so good, you guys.
The way I felt,
all of it is so good.
Yeah, I felt like it was almost like the way it was told was really interesting, but it felt like someone after Fury Road telling a child the story of Furiosa.
Yeah.
And just telling this legend, because it didn't feel like it was like
the history man.
And then this happened, and then this happened. Like it didn't feel like.
Is that what they call them? The history man.
Yeah, the history man.
I like the history man.
I love the history man. It didn't feel like we were watching the story. It felt like we were being told the story. Does that make sense?
Yeah. And they did this thing where, one of the worries I had was that if you fill in too many gaps, it ruins part of what I love about it.
I don't always want to know everything.
Well, it's because my imagination is mostly telling me a story. Yeah. So it's telling me all the side stuff I don't understand.
There's a lot of world building to be done when you don't explain certain things.
Right.
Like, I don't need to know the origins of every single character because then it ruins that world building.
Yeah. And I didn't want that in the new thing. And here's the good news. It does fill in some gaps, for sure.
Yes.
But it opens up brand new ones that I got to think about. Like today, I'm thinking about the Octoboss, which nobody, if you haven't seen the movie, you don't even know what this is. But it's a character who
it was weird.
I still don't know nothing about.
No, not at all.
But I'm fascinated by him.
Completely
I want to know his
fascinated.
whole, give me an entire spinoff about the Octoboss and his ascent to madness.
Oh, so good.
There's so much stuff like that. There are a bunch of references that are absolutely in the video game. I don't know if they're not references to the game so much as the game was good at referencing stuff he didn't use in films yet.
And then it just happened to.
So it all works. And I love that game, so you should play it, everybody. But there's a couple of things in it where you're like, oh, holy crap. Anyway, I cannot say enough about it, but I'm going to try to be less flamboyant. Flamboyant's not the right word.
Less intense?
Less intense, or less like because everything can remind me of it. Like I'll get on TMS sometime during the week and we'll get an email that will make me go, oh yeah, that reminds me. Scrotus.
You're gonna be like a out of work clown.
Yeah, kind of
less intense.
But them telling it like a Greek tragedy, kind of.
Yeah, that's why I was saying is like it felt like we were being told a story instead of watching it happening.
Freaking loved it.
It was really good. Anyway,
moving on from that, and we talked about Mom being gone, and that does suck. However, you cleaning up kennel barf is a pretty great deal.
Oh gosh,
that's pretty fun. So Carter has this dog. You know her. You love her. Her name is Ripley.
She's a doll.
She's an idiot.
She's so dumb.
We love her.
I love her
she's
so much.
Stupid.
She's so stupid.
She's very stupid. And what she does lately is she eats every bug she finds, sometimes dirt.
She eats bugs. She eats like mouthfuls of dirt for no reason.
Yeah, like whole swallowings of soil.
And people don't tell me that she's like malnourished because I've looked, I've done my research, I figured it out, I've talked to vets. Like she's eating what she should be.
And she's doing even better now than she's ever done.
But she just kind of licks everything and tastes everything and she's gross.
Yeah. She's constantly got her tongue is in either her or some other dog's butt constantly. You know?
But this also makes her vomit.
It also makes her throw up.
And so, yeah.
So in the middle of the night, Carter's got this big kennel.
It wasn't the middle of the night. It was when it was when we went to Furiosa. And Nick and B were here doing laundry.
But they didn't let her out.
And she was just in her kennel and she hurled.
Well, then I blame your brother.
Yeah.
It's his fault.
It's his fault.
Way to go, Nick.
My brother and his wife.
You big dumbass. He's doing good though. We saw the baby that day, and she's doing great and sleeping all night now.
Yep.
That's a good thing.
She's a cute little bobbleheaded weirdo.
Yeah, she's a weird little alien baby, but she's starting to become human. And Phoebe's crazy and
I love Phoebe.
Very different kind of human. She's a total freak.
And Van's like a child now instead of a baby.
Yeah, I don't like how all this time's flying by like a.
He's so smart.
Like what do I compare it to? How fast is something? Oh, like a. You're
gonna make a Furiosa thing?
War rig. Just kidding. I'm not gonna do it. Anyway. Someone in the chat. Hold on, I have issue with my old friend Greg. What did he say? I'm sorry. He says he gave the movie a 7 in Turkey. He was making fun of that turkey reference.
That is funny.
That's a pre-show thing. Everybody join our Patreon and find out what that was about. Yeah, it was a good time. All right. With the kennel barf though, you're good.
Yeah, I cleaned it up. Okay. It's fine. Do
you recommend that kennel brand now that it's like?
Yeah, I was actually gonna bring it up. I have this, so I have just a regular kennel, but her bed is it's called Canine Ballistics is the brand.
I don't believe that.
Why don't you believe?
I don't know why
that it's called that.
It sounds fake, but go ahead.
It's called K, the letter 9, the number ballistics.
Yeah, like a dog, canine.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah. Anyway,
I do.
They're great, but I got it because she tears up her beds. Like she'll eat them when she's stressed, or she'll like scratch at them and just tear holes in them.
Sure.
So this thing is supposed to be like tear proof, and it has been awesome. And I just chuck it in the freaking washer, and it just washes it and air dries, and it's
don't
great.
They guarantee it or something?
Yep.
Yeah.
Plus they do, even if it goes out of guarantee, the replacement is only like $25.
Oh, that's not bad.
It's really nice. I really like them.
Nice. Well, good job on that.
But yeah.
Do you think, sorry, back to movies for a second.
Yeah.
This isn't about Fury Road. I mean, although it did bring the thought up in my head, but somebody also asked this question of you specifically.
Oh.
What does Carter's generation think is the reason people are going to movie theaters less than they used to? Cost, so ticket price.
Streaming and the availability of things.
How quick it comes to home.
And I also think it's just our TVs are better. Our sound systems are better. Like there's not this big pull of, well, you got to see it on the big screen. Because even our setup down here in the basement is really nice.
Yeah, it would have been good for like if I had had the choice, if somebody said, "Hey Scott, day 1 of Furiosa, you can watch this at home for the same price as if you went to the theater," I'd do it here.
Way more comfortable.
Yeah, I'd do it here.
Like I think there's just a lot of factors that have been playing, and the pandemic just kind of made everyone go, "Oh, I can just get a better TV."
I think that's part of it. I think another part of it is just that if you have conditioned, because this was a problem leading into the pandemic. It's not like brand new. I remember people were talking about it like crazy. And then when the pandemic hit, they were like, oh, this might be the death knell because we're already struggling at theaters.
Yeah.
So people forget they have a short memory.
What's funny, though, is I think that for certain films, people are way more excited to go to the theater because you get, like, at least for like the Cinemarks near us, they all have like big, comfy reclining seats. Yeah. All the seats are like that.
It was a nice theater. Yeah.
Really nice theater.
Was it called XD? It's like a fake version.
Cinemark XD or something like that.
Well, it's like a fake version of what's the term?
I don't know.
IMAX.
I remember.
It's like a fake version of IMAX.
A different version of
Yeah.
But yeah, they like that's way more comfortable. But then like, I think it's funny because it is definitely like one of those things. Like me and my friends will be like, "Okay, there's this movie coming out. We all really want to see it." We saw Godzilla in the theater, the -1.
Yeah, and
that one was totally worth it.
You went back and saw it in the black and white, didn't you? You did it twice.
Yeah, I did it twice.
Yeah, like a freak.
That's definitely like a once every like 2 months kind of thing of like, you know, it's a trip. It's a big activity. It's not just, oh, let's head to the theater. It's very much like a big event to go
Yeah, and
somewhere.
you want that to not go away. I don't wish that
It's definitely
to go away.
more boutiquey than it used to be.
Yeah, I think it needs to be. I mean, if anything, like Alamo Draft House and places like that have proven
Oh yeah, like
that people just want to go and they want good food.
What's the one
Basically, it's more
downtown?
like a restaurant with a movie theater instead of a movie theater with a restaurant.
making it an experience in and of itself instead of just going to the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of reasons, but overall my take is I want this sort of stuff to get made.
Yeah.
Things as big and bombastic as
J.K.
Fury
Grammer makes
Road.
a good point, though,
Yeah.
of when you're stuck in a theater with a bunch of people you don't know, sometimes people are jerks.
Well, that's true.
'Cause sometimes people are loud, they suck.
Yeah, you have to deal with people. That's true. I haven't told you about the guy in the bathroom. I'm supposed to save the story for TMS, but I could tell you.
Okay.
So everybody in here?
You can just save it for TMS and tell me later.
I could do that. Maybe I will. Maybe
Okay.
I'll leave them wanting.
Leave them wanting for
Something
for
happened
TMS.
something happened in the bathroom with this stranger that
Oh, gosh.
is hard to reconcile. But anyway. Yeah. So anyway, so you think I think you're right. I don't think it takes a Gen Z / early millennial to tell an old Gen X.
I think we're all just a
we're
little
all
more
the same.
comfy at home.
Yeah, we're all on the same page on this one.
Yeah.
Let the generations come together
And agree.
and agree
That-
for once.
Some theaters are just stinky.
Okay, we talked about black and white movies, but let's talk about Carter's black and white phone.
Oh, yes.
I did the same thing.
So,
I'll hold mine up since yours
It's
is
so
your
funny.
chat. But
It's funny I've been telling everyone this, and everyone I know has been doing it too, and it's actually helping everyone. So I saw a TikTok that was basically this guy who was like, I have ADHD and I have my phone in black and white because it kind of cuts that dopamine you get from being on your phone all the time,
right,
especially with like TikTok and just scrolling through social media.
right.
And so I was like, okay, I'll just try it because lately I've been on my phone way too much, especially late at night.
Yeah, I feel like I have too.
And so I turned it on. It's like you have to do a couple settings. You can just make it easy to turn on black and white and turn it off again.
Yeah.
It's remarkably changed my use of phone.
Is it making you use it less, or is it making your time there less visual or intense?
It makes my time there less visual intense, which means that I'm not getting the same dopamine hit, which then makes me not crave it as much. So I'm on there less.
It's like a wiener, not wiener, weaning.
It's like a wiener.
It's like a wiener. No, it's like weaning yourself off of something.
Yeah,
or
a little
whatever.
bit. Where like I'll be on TikTok and I'm just like, yeah, okay, whatever. And I'll turn it off. It's really funny how I've kind of tricked my own brain.
Yeah.
But I've been telling everyone about this, and now all my friends do it. My one friend, she'll have the color on during the day, but then at night she'll turn it off so that she doesn't stay up till 3 a.m. watching TikToks by accident.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But there is something, like, for example, I just flipped
There's
mine on
something
and
to
there's a top stories panel that just popped up for me.
Yeah.
In the news panel, and there's things that are kind of terrible. Israeli attack on Rafale tent kills 45 and prompts international outcry. Millions under severe thunderstorm watch. Like a bunch of stuff with a bunch of wrecked up houses and all this. But because I'm not saying I want to be desensitized to people's plights. That's not what I'm saying.
No.
But when I see those images, they look like old, unrelatable 1930s
It
pictures.
almost distances yourself from your phone.
A little bit. It makes it less like
this like, oh my gosh.
I think part of it is, I don't think it's going to be true for everybody out there. Okay. So we're not prescribing this to everyone, but I think I'm such a visual thinker that we talked about this with the eating in the dark in Vegas thing.
Yeah.
When I did that, it was one of the most chill experiences I've ever had in my entire life. And I think when you shut down my visual sensory
like the
overload tendencies, I do
that
better.
part of your brain.
I
Well,
just do
like
better.
even
explain.
notifications. It's really funny. I see a notification now, and instead of seeing the little red dot and being like, "Oh, I have a notification," I'm kind of just I'll like open it up and I'll be like, "Oh yeah," and I'll click it, and then I'm like, "Okay, whatever." It's really changed my like relationship with my phone. And again, I have no idea if that will help anyone else, but it's really helped me.
Well, here's what Dr. Tolbert says. Again, a medical doctor with a degree. He says it's very effective, but it doesn't hold up over time. We adapt. That makes sense.
Interesting.
That makes sense. You'd adapt.
That does make sense.
But then what happens if I go back to color? Oh.
And I'll go back and forth because I'll be like looking at art on Instagram and I want to see the colors, so I'll turn it back on.
Yeah.
But in general, I try to keep it off.
Yeah, it helped me just sort of chill out some. So, I have color on during the day, and then at night I turn it on black and white. And it's funny, I start looking at things as like artisanal. So it's like I'll see a piece of art and go, oh, and like here's a guy's VHS copy of The Right Stuff from the 80s, early 80s. Okay, it's just a VHS tape. But to me, that looks like some kind of artsy-fartsy black and white.
No, I'll be watching
yes.
videos, and there's something in my brain that's like, this is like watching movies in the 30s.
Yeah, this is how people use their phones in the 1930s.
Yeah. I also think, like, how do I explain this? Like, my brain just turned off completely.
Yeah, what's wrong with your brain?
I don't know.
I
don't know what happened.
Uh-oh, now the black and white
It's
comes.
gone. Oh, I was going to say, this is probably a symptom of a worse thing.
Yeah.
But I used to be on my phone for a really long time, and then I'd kind of get off my phone, and then the world seemed a little duller, if that makes sense. Not duller, but you're just kind of like...
I see what you mean. It's not all moving. It's not all exciting.
It's not exciting. It's not constant feed into your brain.
Yeah.
And so I would turn off my phone, and I'd just be like, kind of like, ugh.
Yeah.
And now I turn on my phone, and it almost brightens up, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
I'd like
I get it.
switched it a little bit.
I get it. I'll bet Jerry's right, though. The effect is temporal.
Probably.
You know?
I mean...
It's ephemeral.
He also said that turning it off and on again is probably the better way to do it, because then your brain's not adapting so quickly to the black and white, but rather just, yeah.
He says that's also a known issue. It's like pulling a child off a tablet and the kind of visceral reaction they have.
Yeah.
It's probably a lot more pronounced in kids.
That's what I was going to say is like it feels, it's not a tantrum, but it almost feels like my brain is like, no, we're still watching. Like, why are you doing this? Even though my logical side is like, no, we have to go to bed. Like,
sometimes I
have to almost force my own inner child to stop.
Your own self does not like to be regulated. Doesn't want the authoritative voice that also exists in the same head to tell it what to do.
Like the black and white doesn't feel. I don't feel like I'm dragging myself away anymore.
It's like the black and white cookie, bringing the two races together.
Everything together.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well, that's great.
This is just my findings.
My
personal findings.
Scientific findings. Hey, we also helped move. Well, you did a lot more with it because you helped refinish it for you and Taylor for a week and a half before this.
Yeah, we talked about it, I think, on the last show where me and Tay are refinishing, or we did refinish a
solid oak
old 80s table.
8-foot table. I measured it. 8 feet long.
Yep.
Thick as a brick.
Super thick. It's all oak.
It weighs almost a ton.
It's so heavy.
You guys, why did we even...
But we refinished it. It looks so pretty now.
It looks really nice. It was just a pain to move. It was very heavy. I shouldn't have helped. I hurt my shoulder pretty good.
Shouldn't have helped.
It's fine. I'll deal with it. But it's this big heavy thing, and it looks amazing. And we're trying to keep it in the family. So this thing is 40-something years old.
It's from the 1980s.
It was built in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Came out here when someone moved here. I don't know who moved here. When?
My mom's parents commissioned it.
$1,500 at the time. We found out last night.
No, it was $500.
I asked her.
Oh, it was $1,500
at the party. Yeah, she said it was 15, which tells me it would be even more now.
Dude,
like 8, 9, 10 grand.
This beautiful solid oak table has to be easily $9,000 if you bought it today.
Easy,
especially if you commissioned it today.
Yeah, if somebody was custom building this thing, it's freaking
so much.
It's enormous.
It's gorgeous though.
Really pretty, and it is now out of my life, which I'm pretty stoked about. But now it's in Taylor's life.
Yeah, now our porch feels really empty.
No, it's good because we're gonna put more of those chairs.
We got good chairs. We got lots of pots of plants.
Yeah,
pots of plants.
Pots of plants. That's what they call them. What do you got there? Oh, I got pots of plants.
Lots of pots of plants.
Are you watering and stuff like Mom told you? Okay.
Everything's good. The garden's good.
I'm nervous about things that she needs us to do that we'll forget.
We won't forget nothing.
Because she's really into
There
is
a list on the table.
I say her yard because she's more interested than I am, but there's a list? Mm-hmm. Am I on the list? Because we have garbage night tonight.
It's garbage, garden, dog poops.
Oh yeah, I got to stay up on the poops.
Yeah, you're the poop guy. I'm the garden girl.
You're the garden girl. I'm poop man.
Poop.
And together,
poop pal.
We are the Wonder Twins. Activate. Yeah, but anyway, don't ever move a giant oak table. That's all I'm saying.
It was fun.
Hire somebody. No.
It was really funny though because I'm pretty strong, like just naturally.
She's like an ape.
And then I haven't trained in a while. I need to get back to exercising.
Ape, no kill ape.
But it was really funny to watch, like, get my brother-in-law and his dad to try to lift stuff, and I would be like this, and just
and just lift it. And they were all struggling.
Yeah. I like being a little bit of a turd with that.
I thought Dylan was gonna die. He was like
He turned so red.
He was turning so red and he was making horrible sounds. And I just thought, are we
He
killing
makes
him
dad
right
noises when he moves stuff.
now? Yeah, he does. That's true. Did you hear that sad story? The golfer that won the PGA Tour twice, he died over the weekend. He's only 30.
That's so sad.
I know. He's only
Why?
3 years older than you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Tay's age.
Suicide.
Oh,
He was just depressed.
that's such a bummer.
I know. It just goes.
Poor
It's
guy.
another reminder that doesn't matter how much success, money,
Yeah.
accolades you have.
Depression's a rough go.
It's rough, man. Freaking rough.
If anyone has that, reach out to someone.
Sasquatch, you are
That's
or
sad.
Squatch 616. You are correct. Together, ape strong, strong.
Anyway.
I've seen these movies. I know what's up.
I've seen the movies.
You guys, if I didn't have my fandom for the Fury Road stuff, it'd probably be those remakes of the Apes movies. I love them so much. Oh, they're so good. I'm trying to talk these dingleberries, her and
We're
Alicia,
not
to
talking
watching.
it. We're gonna do it.
Are we gonna?
Probably. We have 2 weeks where mom's gone.
All right, we're gonna try to fit them in. Maybe this weekend. Oh yeah, and Bill Walton died today.
Oh my gosh.
A basketball player from way back. He was 71, but he had cancer. Freaking cancer.
Cancer.
Man. Hey Jerry, when's cancer?
Trash.
Are we getting close? You go to all the meetings.
I think cancer will be gone when capitalism no longer dictates that people have to pay for cancer care.
That's how it works. It will just suddenly stop being cancer will stop being cancerous.
I think there's been delays in research and stuff because, there's a lot of money in cancer and in treatments.
There is, but you can go down. You go too far up that path, and you're in conspiracytown.com a little bit.
Every conspiracy starts to feel a little more real these days.
I know, but still, you got to resist it because freaking.
I can't just be positive all the time.
You have to.
The world's falling apart.
No, it's falling together. It's
my.
falling down, but it's going into nice new form.
Delusional. In nice new form.
Nice new form. All right. I have some emails because that's another thing we do. And you'd like to hear some of these, I guess, right? Hello? You there? You listening?
Yes.
Sometimes I lose her. She's
sorry.
just busy.
I'm sorry. I was trying to think of something to draw.
Why? Oh, because you're...
Because we draw during the show and give one away at the end.
Here's one. Monday show. What % of game time do each of you spend on each PC/PS4/Xbox/Switch/Steam Deck/phone?
Oh my gosh.
So of all those things, in our case, PS5, I guess, what percentage your game time? Mine is almost entirely Steam Deck and Steam, so PC and Steam Deck.
Mine's almost
with
100% Steam Deck.
There's a smattering of Xbox and PlayStation 5. PS5 will go way up when there's an exclusive.
Yeah.
And way down when there's not.
There's not, because there's nothing else to play.
But Game Pass keeps me fairly active on Xbox, but I'm also on PC for that. So
yeah, I'm almost entirely Steam Deck and then PC when I'm not. And occasionally I'll still use a Switch.
yeah,
Not super often.
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's fine.
I like my Switch.
I don't have a PS5 anymore.
I need whatever's next for the
sold
Switch.
that 'cause I wasn't playing it enough.
We need a new Switch.
You need new Switch?
I need Switch 2.
Switch 2.
That's what I need.
I don't know. I feel like... I don't know.
You feel like what? That thing's old.
I don't know. It's fine.
2017?
Speaking of Switches,
Yeah.
me and Alicia were playing the Switch sports game.
Oh yeah, the Switch.
It's like Wii Sports,
It's like
but-
Wii Sports, the
yeah.
Switch version. Yeah.
It's good. It's really fun. But you know what's a huge downer is the way that the characters look. They're very clean and wee, happy, avatar.
Yeah.
But I miss the ugly me's.
Oh. Yeah, there's something got lost when we gave up on those.
It just feels almost too clean and
Yeah.
too shiny.
Yeah.
When it's I kind of like
this
the
generation.
grittiness.
I think this generation there's two mistakes Nintendo made. One, there's no music in the store.
Yes.
It's a terrible oversight.
Yeah.
Look, you guys.
I know. All
let's
the
go
music
back.
has always been good.
Let's go back in time. The DS had this amazing music while you were in the store. Right? Listen to this a little bit. I mean, it's perfect. That's your shopping experience is enhanced.
It's such a good song that if you ask someone randomly, hey, sing that song, sing the store song,
Store song.
they'll
Sure.
go, oh yeah, and they'll start singing it.
Yeah.
Same with all the Wii Sports stuff.
Yep.
All of those songs.
And then there's the Wii shopping channel. Similar vibe. But I mean, this stuff is life.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
They didn't do it. So the Switch is dead quiet when you're shopping.
It is weirdly quiet.
I hate it. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2. What was number 2?
It's almost like they made them so cute
that
it
no
lost
Mii's.
a lot of the humanity of it. It feels too like distant.
I don't think it's cute enough. Like it used to be when you would download on a 3DS, Mario would run across the screen and throw stuff in a hole.
Yeah, I also think it's too streamlined. Like we were playing.
It's boring. It's just
Switch.
it's just an
Android.
Boring. It's an Android storefront. I hate it.
Switch bowling we were playing, and
yeah.
you know how Wii bowling had the thing if you threw it backwards by accident, they'd go whoa and spin.
Yeah.
And like, it was kind of glitchy and weird and like, but it was so much fun.
Charming glitch.
Super charming.
Yeah.
The Switch one like is so almost on rails that it's almost too easy.
It just works too well.
Yeah, it works too well. This is my gripe with Cooking Mama too. Because Cooking Mama used to
2
be
or Cooking Mama 1
as well.
Also, okay.
So the old Cooking Mama, especially the one on the DS, was chaos, and it was so much fun because it was just like go go go, and then you'd fail horribly.
You gave it your best effort. Remember that?
It was great.
Yeah.
But the new one, which is on like phones, I think, it's just too calm and relaxed. It's very like you have all the time in the world to chop this carrot, and it's like that's not fun anymore because it's too streamlined. It's
See
too
if I
good.
Can find
if that
Cooking
makes
Mama.
sense.
I thought I had that somewhere. Oh darn it! This is an old one. Hold on.
If you're a city
like
slicker,
Mama.
No. Hold on.
They haven't even started cooking yet.
That's not it.
In the home, the farmer's wife will be cooking with sound waves.
Oh, she won't.
What?
at the turn of the next century,
I have a lot of clips
The
of what
turn of the next century.
what will the future of
I
cooking
love
be.
that crap.
I kind of like it too.
It's very Fallout.
Yeah, it's Fallout-ish.
Falloutish.
All right, here's one. Listening to the Monday show, you both were talking about anime recommendations. It says it's not mechs, but Kaiju number 8 is currently airing weekly on Saturdays and is being dubbed in English concurrently. I think it might be up your alley. Kaiju number 8.
Kaiju number 8. Because
Let's look this
kaiju are
up.
like big creatures, big monsters.
Didn't get a name on this, but whoever sent this,
Like
thank you.
Godzilla is a kaiju.
Right. Any kind of big lizardy, creaturey thing,
Big
right?
creature.
Here it is. English was okay. Okay, it is. In the English they call it Monster Number 8. That's lame.
Oh, boo.
Anyway, it's being. Let's see. Where's it being shown?
That's one of those words that like kaiju is so just. I feel like it's pretty universal what it means. That like I hate when they translate
It's not.
it.
There's no need to translate
It's like
that one.
it's like translating croissant to like circle bread or something stupid.
circle bread.
I don't know, but you know what I mean. Like it's just the word that it is. It doesn't need to be translated.
I would so eat some circle bread
You want
right
some
now.
circle bread?
Ah, that's a trailer. Hold on, let me mute it. Okay, so I'm just looking at this trailer here. Oh, that's a big kaiju coming. Here, I can show it this way. We won't get in trouble. Some kind of a creature. Looks very Godzilla-ish.
Godzilla-ish.
Godzilla-ish. Ooh, big Godzilla-looking feet. Ooh, this looks awesome. And does
Ooh,
a
it's so
giant
pretty.
does a giant robot fight this?
I don't think so. They were saying
Or
not
is it
mechs.
just so it's just
monsters.
it's just monsters?
How do you fight the monsters? Oh.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Fascinated.
Okay.
Are in Attack on Titan, are the Titans kaiju?
Oh, I don't know. Do they count as kaiju because
I don't
they're
know.
huge and
Big, gross
lumber around?
monsters?
I don't know. Chad, any thoughts on that? Do you think the big naked guys with their muscles showing and stuff are technically kaiju?
Oh, Jerry Tolbert brought up, the anime style Superman. It's My Life as Superman.
You guys watch that?
It's really good.
Yeah,
Season
yeah.
2 is now out, which we need to watch.
I've heard good
It's on
things.
HBO.
I've heard good things about that.
It's really freaking cute.
Well, then we should all take the time
Consume it.
and consume it.
Huzzah.
Here is another. Here is another thing. This is from. Who is this from? This is from. We'll call him Bablos. Okay, he's in the UK. You ready for this? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Scott and Carter. Love the discussion on old phobias, rather. I don't know why I said photos. Maybe I should
Old
blow the screen up.
Photobias.
And wanted to let you know my favorite bizarre one. Anatomicus. Dayphobia.
Anatodaphobia.
He says, I will not spoil the fun by looking it up. You have to look it up yourselves. Thanks so much for the
no.
smiles and laughs. So
I'm
thank
scared.
you. So I'm going to look this up.
I feel
First
like
of
we're
all,
going to get tricked.
well, first of all, I don't think I'm saying it right. Okay. Let's see if we can find a pronunciation of the deal here. Okay. Do we have a unraveling the fear of being watched by ducks?
Oh,
I never heard of that.
I've heard about that.
I've not.
It's like a thing on the
Being
internet.
watched by
It's memey.
ducks?
Yeah, like ducks are always watching you.
Okay, here's how you say it. Listen to this.
Hello?
Hold on, it's taking forever. Here it goes. Are you listening?
Anatodaphobia or anatodephobia.
Anatodephobia. Anatodephobia.
Anatodephobia.
Hello. She had a real delivery going there. Well, thank you for that. I don't think that's one I suffer from. I don't care what they're looking at. Ducks can look at whatever they want. They want to look at me.
Ducks are fine. Ducks are whatever. Birds aren't real.
Birds are just robot drones.
Yeah, for the government.
Here's one from Frost, Minnesota. He says, listening to the Monday show, I completely agree with Carter's rant about HOAs. I'm also a generational cusper, but on the Gen X/millennial divide. And damn it, I also say colloquial.
Colloquial.
He says he can't say colloquial.
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 Wait, is that right?
Colloquial. Colloquial. I think that's right.
So say we all.
He says also he saw this while he was at a park. This is more of a TMS reference, but have you heard of ground bees?
No.
Okay. There are bees
That
live in the ground.
Okay, that makes sense.
And people will mow their lawn sometimes and then disturb the
bees
deal, and they'll come out and like sting you and stuff.
Okay.
So this is showing a park where kids play where it says caution ground bees. I don't know if that's why it's all roped
Taped
off.
up?
Must
Yeah,
be.
probably.
But that's interesting. I don't want any ground bees ever in my life.
Ground.
Yeah, I don't want it. No thanks. That feels like would you, if you had a bunch of bees in the ground, would you be okay exterminating those bees?
No.
No?
I would probably just sanction off that yard for them. Be
Okay.
like, this is the bees' space.
This is the
Now.
bee's knees. Yeah. Here's a message from Trisha Threvenot, a.k.a. B4 Tank Girl.
Oh, before Tank Girl.
Yeah, she's been around for a long time. Hey, listening to the Monday show, and you were talking about serial killers being worse in the 70s. I love the idea that it wasn't that they were worse.
They were just more common.
They were more frequent or more common.
They were,
but I love how
there
that
was more.
sounds. It's
Yeah.
like they're so much nicer today, the serial killers. They just do cleaner graves. You know,
they clean up the space really nice.
they give you painkillers before they torch you and stuff like
They
that.
don't break
They're
in
amazing.
anymore.
No, they're really nice. Anyways, hey, listening to the show about that, it says I found out that rape was a misdemeanor in the 70s, so it was
my
rarely
gosh.
investigated thoroughly. A lot of serial killers. Is that true of everywhere?
That's horrific.
Doesn't sound right.
I feel like we're
But I
heading
don't doubt
back
it.
there.
Why? We're not really going back there. You shouldn't feel that way. We're good. There's progress. History's a rising road. Don't forget.
Yet Roe v. Wade really put me in a depression.
I
about it.
know. That whole thing aside.
I'm saying rising road still means there are dips.
there are dips
There
and
are
divots.
potholes, and we
but
are in one.
Overall, there's a rise.
Yeah, but I don't want to live through the pothole.
Optimism is good. I say this after eating a whole package of ham with pickles inside of it.
Pickle ham.
Yeah. It says they
Pickles.
escalated to murder and would eventually do something sloppy that got them caught. Also, if they killed in different precincts, there was little communication options for them to compare notes. It would also take a lot of
that's
phone calls
interesting.
to every department to find out anything. Thanks for another great show, Trisha. Yeah, all those things are factors. Different time, different methods, different everything.
Yeah.
No DNA evidence, none of that stuff. It's all
Dina
different now.
evidence.
Dina. Here's another one. This is interesting. This is Blake from New York City. New York City?
New York City.
No, you really are the most devious
Bastard.
bastard.
New
Bastard, is that what he
York-
says? In New York City.
City. I have been betrayed by the devil.
By the devil. All right. Blake from New York City here, listening to the Monday show. I'm sure lots of people have messaged you about this, but I thought I would, in case they haven't. Fun violence. Sorry, I think he meant gun violence, but he put fun violence.
Fun violence.
Fun violence or gun violence with young people actually hasn't gone down. Gun violence has now become the leading cause of childhood mortality in this country. Now, I will say part of that may have to do with things like cancer treatments and safety getting better. But fun deaths, he keeps putting fun, gun deaths have also been going up. Every time it says fun, it's not me reading it wrong.
Maybe
There's an F in
he's
here.
self-censoring,
I don't know. Oh, that could be.
like unalived.
Yeah. They only do that for algorithms, though, right?
Yeah, but it's starting to leak into the vernacular.
But do we want that?
Probably not, but it is happening.
I don't like it. I mean, I think it's fine if you're trying to beat the algorithm. It's screw the company. Like,
Yeah,
get
but
in there.
in general, everything affects everything, right?
But I don't think people saying death or die is a problem.
No,
We
in
all
fact,
are going to die one day.
When
It's
it was
just-
really popular and people, started doing unaliving really popularly, I remember seeing this whole thing of like how it actually can, what's the word? Like
de-escalate,
like make it seem less important or less severe.
deprecate. Not deprecate?
I don't know the word. Anyway, it made it feel like it was a less severe thing.
Yeah.
And so it kind of lost its like push.
Its push.
It kind
its
of
power.
it changes how language works. I don't know. It's
I get
interesting.
it. I totally get it.
Anyway, go on.
Anyway, they
Tangent.
are right about the whole. I keep saying fun violence in here all through this thing. But anyway, okay, no, I get that because if you have enough mass shootings that involves kids, your numbers are going to skew high always.
Yep.
But I think the numbers I was looking at was like everyday common
Yeah.
gun
like
events,
regular gun.
not somebody
violence.
walking into a classroom of 50 people and mowing them down.
Yeah.
But like everyday sort of there was a shooting up the street.
Muggings and
That stuff has
that
that
stuff.
stuff has gone down. This other thing is partially taken over for reasons that other stuff had gone down, plus some of these other factors.
Yeah.
So mass shootings F up the numbers, and I hate that. I'm not saying the numbers matter. They
No, I hate all of it.
I hate all of it. It's all bad.
Kids shouldn't have to worry about this stuff.
No,
Ever.
you shouldn't have to grow up doing drills and stuff.
Yep.
Adults
We're all a
just
little
ruin
group
everything.
traumatized from that.
Here's one from Bob Decker. Bob Decker. This is for the Monday show. The white one is Jasper. Lola is the black pup. They are inseparable. Found by our son in North Carolina, now living in Florida with Grandpa and Grandma, says Bob Decker. Here are your dogs, Carter.
Oh, the babies.
Look at these cuties. Oh, wait, let me zoom in for the chat.
Aw.
Look at these cutie pies.
black and white cookie.
sleeping. What is that they're sleeping by? What is that?
I don't know. What is
I
it?
think it's a pen.
Oh, it's one of those like boards that you like have on your lap.
Right.
I think.
Right. To do work and draw and do things, yeah.
On the couch, so you don't ruin your posture.
That was like a COVID test or something. I didn't know what that was. All right, how about this one? Monday show, y'all were talking about pagan holidays. Most Christian holidays were taken from pagans. Easter, for instance, occurs the first Sunday after the first full moon, after the spring equinox, which holds a special place for pagans. For pagans, this is a period represented by the god Ishtar, or Ishtar is how you pronounce it, the god of fertility, who is represented as a rabbit.
A rabbit.
Yeah. What do you think of that? I mean, this is like the
rabbits
trees.
do have babies like nothing else.
But it's like Christmas trees. There's no
Yeah.
Jesus tree.
Do you know that Christmas trees, like
Yeah.
the reason you'd bring a pine tree in is because in the winter you get sick more often, and pine trees would like
What?
they believed that it would kind of stave off illness.
Whether it did or didn't, they believed
but
it.
Pine is actually like something that can help with like bacteria and viruses and stuff. Like
Are you
kinda,
sure?
It cleans the air.
This sounds like pseudo bullshit.
No. Look it up. I can't remember exactly how it works, but it is like an actual thing.
If
it's like
only
how
we had a medical trained doctor in the chat who could tell
It's
me.
like how plague doctors would use vinegar to like clean themselves, and vinegar is actually a really good antiseptic.
Antiseptive? That's a really bad word that isn't real. Antiseptic?
Antiseptic. Like a pretty like not great, but for the time it was like that worked.
What's the matter, Billy? You got a scraped up knee?
But they
rub
thought
some
it was
pine
for
oil
other
into
reasons.
It. Yeah, well, I get it.
Anyway,
Antiseptic. says the chat.
antiseptic.
Well, all right. That sounded like horse crap to me. Here's one.
You're full of horse crap. I might just be spreading random garbage that I learned.
It could be.
But we'll see.
For the Monday show, hey, Scott and Carter, I appreciate your discussion about autism on last week's show. I'm a high-functioning autistic person. A lot of people I meet don't think I'm autistic because I live on my own, have 2 jobs, and drive. I usually explain to them that autism is a spectrum and not every autistic person is nonverbal and doesn't function very well in modern society. Also, I want to thank you, Scott, for refusing to use the R word. To people with developmental disabilities, it is basically the same thing as the N-word to a black person, says Matt B. Yeah, I've heard, who's that guy that he's really not, he's not a great representative of people with disabilities, but I can't think of Ricky. He's I don't know, influencer YouTuber guy.
I just feel
Ricky
like people still have a lot of misconceptions about autism.
Oh, yeah, well, guaranteed they do.
I also think some certain groups of people think that autism is kind of like a hex word. Like, scary.
Oh, you mean like you get labeled that you're...
Or like,
yeah,
it freaks some people out, which is wild, but whatever.
Short answer on Pine. You ready for this?
Okay.
Dr. Tolbert has come to us with the facts, blazing facts. He says, short answer on Pine, not really antiseptic or adding much to keep out disease. It's likely to cause a lot of allergy symptoms.
Oh, interesting. I read a whole thing that was like, pagans would do this because they believed it would keep you from getting as ill in the winter.
Yeah.
And
I don't doubt that they believed it.
But there was some like something that actually like made sense. I don't know.
Your grandmother on mom's side, Mima.
Mama.
Don't ever call her Mama.
No.
She'll kill you.
She'll murder.
The other night we saw her over at Richard's, and she said, she gave me a loaf of bread. She makes bread. And she said, take this loaf of bread home.
Okay.
And I said, awesome, thanks. So I took it home. Or I started leaving, and she goes, oh, by the way, make sure you toast it. And I said, I mean, I toast a lot, but why?
Why?
Well, that's what I was thinking. Why? This is like, why is she being so weird about it? And she goes, whatever it is that happens when you toast things, it makes a certain healthy thing happen. So you want to make sure you toast it. That's all she said. It makes a healthy thing happen.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying.
Double cooking bread makes a healthy thing happen.
People don't know things, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, do you have the Matt Berry? She speaks the bullshit.
She speaks the bullshit. I do, right here.
Okay.
Speaks. She speaks.
Should have that on hand.
She speaks the bullshit.
There it is.
Perfect.
I'll play that every time Carter has a weird misconception as well, like Pine solving all your problems.
I'm not always wrong, but when I am, we play Matt Berry.
You do it with style. See?
She speaks the bullshit.
Yeah, we can use that. I like that.
Yeah.
This is funny that email is also from somebody named Matt B.
Really?
Yeah.
Matt Berry.
Yeah, I wish it was Matt Berry.
Text it in.
Got a couple more here. Man, you guys really rolled in with these today. Scott and Carter. I got Sarah. I think this is from James K. Grammer. He says, I got Sarah to watch Fury Road the other day. She said that was weird. I don't know if that means she liked it, but I think she did. LOL, says J.K. Grammer.
Yeah.
I mean, look, not everybody, these movies that I adore, that I just,
I do.
can't
I
get enough
also
of.
think it's weird, but that's why I like that film.
Yeah, part of the reason I like it is because it's weird
unique
and new.
And, yeah.
Everybody's always complaining that we don't do anything new in Hollywood. And I'm like, have you seen a George Miller movie lately? It's freaking all new, man. But anyway, I think she probably did like it, and she's just not telling you. Because that's what newlyweds do.
It is overwhelming.
Oh, it's completely overwhelming. You need to see it more times than once.
I'd say watch it a second time, because the first time it's like, holy crap, what did I just see? It's like a Ghibli movie.
Yeah, it is like that. That's why I want to see Furiosa over again in theaters before it comes home.
You catch more stuff.
I just want to see more things. Like, I'm going to be looking out for Octobos business. I'm going to be looking for information about the maggot pits.
Oh my gosh, the maggot pit.
Dude.
Oh, it was gross.
That was gnarly. So good. All right, here's one from Ambassador Domo. When will we see Scott and Carter cook again?
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
I don't know. When do you want to cook?
I mean, we could do it while she's gone. That way, whatever nightmare we create is truly the creation of our own.
She won't have to witness it.
Yeah.
And we have a camera person.
Jim Jensen here, local favorite Jim Jensen, would like to know, what's your secret power, Pooh Man? Because if I'm Pooh Man, what's my secret power?
What's your poo power?
I can pick up
Poo power.
3 with one bag. That's it.
Wow.
That's all I got.
Wow.
No other powers.
Anyone who has a dog wishes for that.
Yeah. Here's one. Oh, this is an obvious one because we just already said it. I think I've made it obvious. But Monday show, what do you guys think of the Furiosa movie? Worth shelling out dollars to see it in the cinema for? This is from one of our overseas people, because no one says cinema here. Yeah, if you can and you got a big screen somewhere, I do think it's worth it. I also, if somebody said to me, well, I'm just going to wait, I think that's fine too.
Yeah.
It's fine either way.
To each their own.
To each their own. But I think this loud, just make it as loud and as big as you can. And if that's something at home, fine. It's totally fine. Do you want to see some more dogs? Oh, now these dogs need to be in my life. Look at this one.
Oh, the babies.
All right, this is, hold on here. Let's give them credit. This is
so
from,
cute.
I don't have a name.
From No Name.
Donk?
Donk.
No, this is Donk.
Is the dog's name Donk?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's the perfect name for that dog.
That dog's name is Donk.
That dog's name should be Donk.
This one I think is Boris or something. Hold on. Boris, yep. Says, I've been taking care of him the last few months while they have things going on. So this is her daughter's dog and her oldest son's dog. I love these
They're
dogs.
so cute.
I want to lay down in the
so happy.
grass. Look at the clover they're in.
Clover.
Clover?
Clover?
Not that we would know.
No, we would never do clover.
We would never.
It's against the HOA rules.
We'd never do clover.
We don't break the HOA rules.
No, we live by the law. Here's one. I know this will be good for you. It's an anime thing from Harold, who says, have you watched Delicious in Dungeon? Which reminds me of a game I played in the past. Yeah, you're watching it.
Yep, and I've told you to watch it.
Yeah, you like it.
Yeah, me and my friends are watching it. We can't watch it right now. We're not caught up because same reason I'm not caught up on Fallout. My one friend who we're watching it with is out of town, and we want to watch it together.
Okay,
so.
I get that.
Yeah.
Save it for the French or
but yeah,
something.
Delicious in Dungeon, also known as Dungeon Meshi, is fantastic.
That's right. You did tell me about it being called Dungeon Meshi.
Yeah.
Which is Japanese
the
thing.
actual Japanese, yeah.
Okay, well,
Meshi.
Is there food involved?
Yes.
Why?
It's really good.
Is it?
They're basically dungeon delvers, and it's kind of D&D rules.
Okay.
Where there's like a magic user and a paladin, like that kind of stuff. And they're going down deep into the dungeon to save their friend, and they have to eat monsters.
Well,
because there's no food. and they cook it and they make it all fancy. And that's it.
Okay.
That's kind of the whole premise.
Wow.
It's really good.
I mean, I don't mean to be like rude or anything, but I think it sounds incredibly stupid.
It's really good.
But you think it's good?
You need to watch it because it does sound dumb, but it's really good.
I mean, it really sounds dumb.
Yeah, but you got to watch it.
But I got to watch it, I guess. I'll figure it out. All right. Well, that's it. Oh, and then one listener wanted us to know that a game called Sunken Land is on sale on Steam. Chat, we'll show you this. I've heard of this. This is a basically underwater survival game.
Oh, Waterworld.
Waterworld, basically. Even says Waterworld themed survival game in their description.
Look at that.
Yeah. I think you can say that without getting too much trouble, but look at that. You go, these are tops of buildings where you set up your stuff.
Oh, that's so fun. Oh, you can dive and see the buildings. I love ruined buildings.
This is $15. Can I play this by myself?
Do you think someone with submechanophobia would hate that?
I'm going to guess yes. What's submechanic?
That's the one with, it's like human-made things underwater.
This looks neat, though.
It's really pretty.
The underwater stuff's really nice. Yeah, look at that. There's a whole, what was that? What do you call that? A Ferris wheel underwater?
First wheel?
A first wheel? That's rad. All right. Well, thanks for the recommendation. Didn't give us a name. If you'd like to send us messages with or without your name, you can do it. 801-471-0462. Or you can email us, scott@frogpants.com. Happy to use that as well. We can also take voicemails if you're so inclined. I would like to welcome Trickster to our Patreon.
Trickster.
Brand new. He's in the chat as well. It's nice to see
howdy
them here. But brand new name there to add to the list of wonderful people that support us on Patreon. That's Trickster on Patreon, TRKSTR. He's also just a cool member of our community, and it's always nice to see familiar names in there. Yeah. If you would like to sign up and support this show, you sure can. Patreon.com/The Monday Show. You'll never get ads. You get pre-show content, and we're sending stickers and avatars out every month. We just did one from Carter that had to do with circus peanuts.
Circus peanuts.
And I have a really good idea for a follow-up.
Yeah, I like your idea. You've told me.
Yeah.
I think it's great.
It's going to be a spite sticker, kind of.
Spite.
Anyway.
Sticker to
if
spite.
you want that stuff, no one else is going to get them ever. These are exclusive to this, okay? No one else will get these. Only you can prevent forest fires. So get in there and check it out right now. Patreon.com/The Monday Show. Everything else is at frogpants.com/Monday. Carter, is there anything else?
Yeah, you can check out my lovely store. I'm going to just self-promote
Go ahead,
here.
do it.
It's misscarter.art. And we are about to ship out we did pre-orders for these Lord of the Ring Cowboys prints. And we're getting those shipped
those are
very soon.
Those are looking real good.
We've had a lot of issues with printing, but it's working out and it's going to be great.
Yeah, they're going to be real good. You guys don't even know. If you go to the site and check it out,
there's ones that are 11 by 17, and there's also a set that is 4x6. No, 5x7.
Carter's only got. Oh, there we go. I meant to say Taylor, but she's still working on some of this stuff. But anyway, you can go preview all this stuff on the site. That's misscarter.art.
Yep.
MISS.
There's also
Carter.
stickers and mystery packs. It's fun.
Will you feel it when Jimmy Carter finally dies? Will you feel it? Do you think
A part of me will die.
part of you will die inside?
I don't know.
The part that reminds
gonna
you
find
that
out, I guess.
we had at least one really good man as president at one point in this
Shockingly
country.
enough.
Like a really good man. He was a great man.
You know who else was a
He wasn't
decent dude?
He wasn't like the best president if
You
you,
know who else
measure
was
it by other
decent?
measurements. But this guy,
Actually, I'm not going to claim anything because
he's a real human
I
being.
feel like there's always some scandal ready to come out.
Who is it? You don't
Teddy
want
Roosevelt, I feel like was a cool dude.
You know what made him cool is he gave that whole speech while a bullet was in his chest. He got shot. It was an assassination attempt while he was standing up to give a speech. And rather than shut the whole thing down, he's like muscled through
That's
it.
awesome.
He's a beast.
He had a daughter that was like insane and weird and had like a pet snake and would freak everybody out. And he has like a famous quote that's like, I can either run this country or take care of Alice, and I can't do both.
Right. So you may as well take care of Alice.
So he was kind of awesome. He also used to just like go into the mountains for weeks at a time.
Yeah, he was
Alone.
cool. He was cool. But we'll probably hear there's some terrible thing about him.
I know. I'm like, he
Someone
was
will
cool,
like-
but
there's always
someone's
something.
going to be like, actually, he murdered babies.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, I'll tell you what. Freaking Jimmy Carter. I don't care. I should say this because it shouldn't matter, but it does to some people. No matter what, people play teams on politics. But everybody should be able to look at that dude's life and go,
there's respect there.
There should be. I know some people don't have it because they're a-holes. But he is legitimately he was a great dude.
What if he dies and it comes out that he like was like doing just the worst possible things? There's like a
That's not gonna
chest somewhere
happen.
in his house that's like full of documents.
It's not going to happen. I promise you, the Jimmy Carter thing is about as good as we ever get on a clean slate. He's a little peanut boy.
Peanut boy.
Garfield got shot in front of Lincoln's son. I didn't know that. I knew
Oh.
Garfield got shot.
That was a little rough.
Lincoln's son was there. Lincoln's son must have been like, "Oh man,
Like, not again.
Oh, I came to see the play.
I don't think he was there with his
No.
dad.
Where was he?
I don't
Home?
think so. He's probably home.
Babysat
Little
by
baby.
Archanella. Take care of the children. We're going to the.
Chanella.
I don't know.
What was that name?
Just names they had.
Pulled that right out of your butt.
Old timey, right? Anyway, thanks everybody for listening. Be here next week for more. That's going to do it for us.
Yeah.
Carter, anything else you want to say?
That's
Before we
it.
go? All right. Thanks,
I did
everybody. We'll see you soon. Bye now.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.
She speaks the bullshit.